Hello everyone and welcome back to Colouring with Kay. Thank you for joining me today. So welcome back to my Buddy Colour part 2 with Imogen from Colouring Kid. And so I'm going to work on the dragon's face today and the horns and the flames. And I'll also try to fit in the colouring, how I'm going to colour the rock here. So it's all going to be in pencil, so I'm using the Black Widow pencils, and then hopefully I'll get the embellishments in and that'll be it for my Buddy Colour, and hopefully my dragon will be complete. So for the face I'm going to use the following, bring it in a little bit so you can have a better view. So I'm going to use burnt orange, and then ladybug, deep red, and burgundy. Okay, so we can start off with the let's see, that's close enough, isn't it? Alright, okay, so I'm just going to start off here, just lightly putting the colour down, and then you can see it's got the horns here, so I'm going to transition there into, say, another colour or some other colours which you'll see when I get to it. So yeah, I really like the Black Widow pencils, including the new Monarch pencils as well. They're just really, really nice. I really like how they lay down. And I'd include them in my favourite pencils. So they're definitely one of my favourites. So yeah, I'd just also like to say thank you so much to all my subscribers. For anyone that watches my videos, for hitting the like button, and just thanks so much for your support. It means so much, it means a great deal. Really appreciate it. I hope everyone's doing well today and you're having a good day and you're feeling positive and everything's going your way. Alright, so I'm just gonna, I might actually, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the eye colour, I might darken it up. Right, so that's my burnt orange. So now going into the ladybug. So I'm just going to sort of go over the burnt orange, but not everywhere, just probably in some of the edge areas, I think. So in particular where Kirby's put the shadows in, and where there's sort of more detailed lines. So yeah, definitely I feel like the more I practice my pencil work, the better I get at it, because when I was a beginner I didn't like to use pencils. I didn't get the results that other people got. I didn't really like my work at all, but as time's gone by I've liked using pencils more and more. And it's just, every art medium has its own way that you use it. So now deep red, so just going over where I put the previous colour down, which was ladybug. and I guess you've got to be more patient with pencil, and enjoy layering. And if you're in the mood for it, it's fine, because sometimes you might just be in the mood for just putting marker down. Now that's what's good, because it's the variety, you know. We're very fortunate to have a variety of art media that we can use to suit the mood, I suppose. Okay, so that's deep red. So now I'm going to use burgundy. So this is my darkest colour for the face. So I'm just sort of only adding it to edges. So yeah, at the end of this part 2 buddy colour, I will try to, I will remember hopefully, I'm going to add in Imogen's progress picture. So my buddy colour partner's progress picture, which looks gorgeous. So I'm going to include that so you can see what her fire dragon looks like. Okay, so that's that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of use slightly different colours for the horns, the bits that are coming off there. And I'm going to use brown bug, Negra, and dark chocolate. Okay, so starting off with the brown bug, where I added the orange, there's still a bit of orange here, you see. I'm gonna sort of blend a little bit into that and into the previous colours. So I don't want to get rid of the orange completely, so I might just go over the orange here as well, because I don't want to get rid of that colour. Sort of brightens it up as well. Just make sure I'm in frame, because I'm terrible when it comes to that. So I'm using light pressure because I know I'm gonna layer up with the other colours as well. So yeah, just going over the entire part there. And then I might use my orange again to go over the orange parts, because I don't want that to be too dulled out. So I am working on another picture in this book, which I won't show you yet, but I will tell you which picture it is. It's the Hydra, and what hopefully I'll get that complete for the end of September pages. It is a big double page spread. Right, okay, so that's that. And again, I'm going to go back to my burnt orange, and I'm just going to go over some of these bits. I think these are flames really, so that's why I haven't done anything with that yet. There we go. Right, so now going on to the Negra for the horns, I'm just going to add this to the edges rather than the centre parts. I think that's supposed to be a flame there, but I went over it. That often happens to me sometimes, where sometimes I can't make out things on really sort of detailed pictures. So I'm using medium pressure now. And then just going over this bit. And over here. Again, just on the edges and not the centre bit, because I want that to be a little bit lighter. Okay, so that, I won't be surprised if I left something out, because that's just one of my trademarks. I always forget something. I'm terrible with my observation skills. I really need to work on them. Right, so next is dark chocolate. So again, I'm only going on the previous colour. I'm going over the previous colour really, just to sort of add a bit more definition and darken it up. So yeah, just on the edges. That. That's okay. And there. Alright, I think that's okay now. I think that's alright. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. Right then. I think I've finished doing the horn parts. Hang on, maybe just a little bit there, because I think it turns into flames here. These are all flames. I think they are. Right, so now I'm going to work on the flames themselves. So you can see all these flames here and the flames that are coming off from the head as well. So the colours I'm going to use for that, and I won't do all of it on camera, otherwise we'll be here forever. I'll show me completing a few flames, and then I'll do the rest off camera, and then I'll show you how I'm going to do the rock part that the dragon's standing on. So the colours I'm going to use for this are light yellow, yellow sand, Aztec gold, sunset, and pumpkin. So that's the sort of the order I'm going to try to use them in. So the first thing is we'll work on this flame here, nice large one. So I'm already in frame for that as well. So I'm just lightly covering the entire flame in this light yellow. And then I'm going to use the yellow sand to just again put the colour in the edges, because I want the centre parts to probably be lighter. So again, pretty light pressure here, not really pressing on. Right, so that's that one, and then the Aztec gold. And I'm just going to put that I think, in not all the way round, but just in certain places, like on the edges, possibly. It looks quite rough at the moment, the colouring, but I am gonna go over it. And then the sunset, which I'm going to start off on the edges of the flame. I'll have to see if this looks good enough or not, because if it's not, then I might have to amend it. Maybe I should have looked at a tutorial on how to do flames. This definitely isn't a tutorial. This is just me colouring. I'm just not to that standard where I can do tutorials with pencil. Yeah, so I'm just working on the edges, because that's where usually you get your oranges and reds. Okay, so my final colour is pumpkin. So again, probably just add that in on the edge, a few of the edges, not all the way around, because I think it's quite random where you get, you know, the reddy orangey colours. Okay. Maybe here at the bottom. So I am adding like a harder pressure now, definitely. Looks reasonably okay. It's not brilliant, but okay, so I've just gone back to the previous colour, which was sunset, and sort of try to blend the darker colour out a bit. Right, okay, so I'm going to go back to the Aztec gold, so bring it out a bit. So try to blend it a little bit more. And now probably the lightest yellow, which was the light yellow, and then sort of with a harder pressure try to blend that in. For a first attempt, bear in mind I've never really coloured flames, I don't think, not that I remember anyway. That's okay, hopefully I'll get better, but yeah, that'll do for now. Yeah, so that's pretty much, so you could add a redder colour. So, oh yes, there was a colour which I had to take, yeah, deep red, sorry, yeah, deep red, because it was on the other, because I used it for the face, the deep red, I had it in that pile. So yeah, I'm going to add a little bit of red just on the edges. A bit more in some places than in others, but particularly on the little scraggly end bits, you know, the little flamey bits at the end. I think I'm making up my own language now. Anyway, so yeah, that's that one. I might go back to my lightest yellow again. This is Aztec gold, just try to merge that in. So yeah, I think that's okay. I think I'm going to do the rest of the flames, including the flames coming out from its head, in the same colours. But I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how I'm going to choose my colours for the rock it's standing on and show you how I colour that. Okay, so for this rock that our lovely dragon is standing on, I'm going to use a range of greys. So the greys I'm going to use are spiderweb. Let me bring you in a little bit closer. So spiderweb is the lightest, and then I've got shadow, then I have charcoal and coal. So those are greys I'm using. In certain parts, just to add a little bit more interest, I'm going to use mud, which is a lighter colour, and then choctone. So there's no real unique technique I'm using here. So if I'm working on this bit of the stone here, because they are in sections, I'm going to go over, get you in a little bit closer maybe, there we go, is that alright? Yeah, it should do. So yeah, I'm going over with the spider web. Gosh, what a name the black widows have got. I'm very scared of spiders, and when I see one I just scream. So yeah, so there we go. I just go over quite lightly, so lightish pressure on here. Shall I include that? Yeah, that bit there. Okay, so just light pressure, go over it with my spider web. So now the next colour, I hope I was in camera with all that, you can barely see it because it is quite light, and then shadow, and then I'm going to go over and just working at the edges again. Now I am going to try, I think, to add a bit of stickles, because I have to have some form of glitter in most of my pictures. So wherever Kirby's put the, you know, extra lines in for shadow, I also put a little bit of the darker colour in those areas as well. So yeah, that's basically the second colour, shadow. And then I have charcoal, which is even darker than the previous one, and again I'm going to go over the edges, light pressure, light to medium I suppose, and sticking to the edges and any areas where Kirby's put the shadow lines in. So yeah, I think the stickles I might put in on the edges of some of these stones, just to make it look a little bit glittery. And then I might also, just while I'm doing this, just showing you this, the dragon has got these little circular lines here. I may also use some metallic gel pen, I don't know what colour yet, to sort of go around some of these circle details, just to make it sort of stand out a little bit more, because I don't know, I can't control myself when it comes to having to add, you know, glitter and stuff. I've realised I've gone over the what's it called, the claws of the dragon, so I'm gonna see what I mean about my observations are very poor. I should have taken more care, but I can erase those, so I really don't know what I'm going to make, like what colour I'm going to make its claws. Haven't decided, but I'm going to erase that. Oops. Right, so that's the charcoal, and then the darkest colour is coal. So I haven't got my mono eraser here next to me, but I'm going to go and get it, I think, and erase that, because I've not decided what to do the claws, what colour to do the claws. Whether I'm going to use gel pen on there. Or not. So yeah, sticking to the edges again. Alright, and that's pretty much how I'm going to do the remaining parts of the rocks. When I use mud and skin, I'm going to use it in the same way. So for example, I'll just show you this bit here at the bottom. Just move my book up a bit. So I think I'm going to make this bit here, actually not that bit, let's choose something else because that's a little bit of a large part there. So in certain areas, just to add a bit of interest, what I'll do is I'll add use the browns in small areas. Let me see, where can I add it? Right, I know, here for example. So maybe on this bottom bit, so I'm using mud first. So again, going over it. So I only want to add the browns in small areas, I think, and make the majority of the stone in grey. So now using the choctone, just adding shadow. Like that. And go back to the mud, and that's it, yeah. So I'm going to intend to do the rest of this stone with the browns and the greys that I've shown you. Okay, so I'll see you in the next sort of section. Okay, so we're on the finishing bit now, and you can see that I've pretty much done everything. I've done the stone with the pencil work, and then I've done all the flames, or I think I have anyway, because I could still have missed something. And then I put some gold Pentel Dual Metallic Hybrid pen on the little comb here. So just bring you in a little bit so you can see. So there's a little bit there that I've put on there, and then you can also see that on the body of the dragon, the little sort of scaling details, I've used the Joel metallic hybrid again, which is the pink and the metallic blue. So there's just a few little places that I'm going to pop that in because I'm nearly done with it. It's just I think it looks nice. I was thinking, should I add it or not? It might spoil it, but I thought it looks quite nice with it on. I like it anyway. Right, don't think there's anywhere else. All I did was I went round it up. I hope you can see the sort of scales with the Pentel Joel metallic hybrid gel pen there on the body. So the other thing that I did was I used a whoops, there we go, a red glaze pen here for this little card for the love hearts, and then for the claws I'm going to also use a glaze pen. So this is a grey colour, and I'm going to use that on the dragon's claws to give it a little bit of a shiny appearance, as if it's had its nails done. So yeah, I couldn't really, I was thinking about what to use on the claws, and then I thought I'll use this colour glaze pen. So yeah, that's that. And then the other thing I was going to use was some stickles for on some parts of this stone. So if I just get that in there, I'm just going to add stickles in just certain parts, like, you know, in these lines, these darker parts where Kirby's added extra lines. So I'm just, this is, the stickles that I'm using is Mercury glass, that's what it's called, and I've barely used it, so I thought great opportunity to use some form of stickles. I just I don't know, I have to have on most of my pictures some sort of glitter or sparkle. I mean, I did have it in the background, but maybe that wasn't enough for me. So yeah, I'm just trying to concentrate as well. Yeah, it's took me quite, not actually that long to complete this picture. I think it's taken a reasonable amount of time, but I'm quite pleased with the outcome. I've almost finished it, and it's been a lovely buddy colour with Imogen. I'm going to pop in a picture here, insert a picture of her, how far she's got with hers, her dragon picture here. Okay, and just carry on there. Oops, that's it. I think that's it. Should we add a bit more? Let's have a look. Maybe a little bit here. It is a lovely colour, this Mercury glass, I must say. Like I say, I haven't used it anywhere yet, but it's the first place I've used it, and I do really like the look on it. So maybe just put a bit here, like that. just thinking, is there anything else I've forgotten? I don't think I have, so I'm gonna pan out and show you my completed fire dragon. So there we go, just hold it up a little bit so you can see it's got the sparkle and shine element to it, and I really liked how the Black Widows performed. They're absolutely gorgeous, so they were lovely pencils to work with. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this two-part buddy colour, and I want to thank Imogen for doing the buddy colour with me, and until next time, look after yourselves. Bye.